Hi, welcome back to House of Bones Television, aka HOB TV. Today we're back with another recap of Project Runway Season 22, Episode 7. Let's get into it. We are now getting down in numbers, but not so fast, because Christian and Heidi come out on the runway to let the designers know that House of Season 21 and House of Season 22 are about to go head to head in an unconventional challenge. This warehouse is full of things. They get to choose from wires, cassette tapes, metals, zip ties, and the list goes on. They have 10 minutes to grab everything that they think they're gonna need. Now, Season 21, I will say, was getting way more stuff than Season 22 was. Both teams are also trying to get together and see what they got. But it seems that Joseph McCray is really just on his solo dolo right now. And he's like, I'm gonna just stick to what I know because y'all still seem a little bit shady to me. Anyway, they finish up at the warehouse and make their way back to the workroom. With about 6 hours left in the workday, Christian comes in and he just wants to get a peek, see what everybody's doing. He also lets them know that for this challenge, they don't have to make cohesive collections, which is really amazing because if it was unconventional and had to be cohesive, it just might get a little chaotic. So first, Christian makes his way to B, who is taking all these keys out of a keyboard, and it's looking like it could get interesting, but it's definitely gonna be a lot of work for him. He then goes to Brian and lets him know this is giving a little safe, you might want to pivot a little bit. Making his way over to Anna, she's doing something that seems really cool, but he's like, it could definitely use a pop of color. So after a little bit of a walkthrough, Christian brings out Nara Smith, who's known on Instagram for mixing her love of fashion and food. Nara lets the designers know, I got some food in the back. So during this lunch break, Nara basically is like, let me break it down. I want to know what's going on in the competition. Joseph opens up and he's basically saying his positioning in the competition so far. He's really just dropping some tea right now because Nara asked, so girl, I'm gonna give you my answer. So getting back to the workroom, we have Jeffrey trying to call a team meeting so everybody can be on the same page. Again, everything doesn't have to be cohesive, but there still needs to be I guess a through line or a storyline with what's going on in the team. As he's having the meeting, they clip to Joseph McCray, who is off on his own. And really, he's taking this moment very solo. He's in his zone, he's creating what he wants to create, and I kind of live for it. On the other hand, Naheem is a little bit worried because he's like, we need to all be together and have a clear understanding of what we're about to portray in this collection. So now we're at the second day of the workroom, and the twins are like, nobody in the House of Season 22 has their looks together. Anna, Jeffrey, and Brian, I think, are all making pivots at this moment. Brian and Jeffrey specifically are being called out by the twins for making looks that people already have coming out on the runway. They're calling plagiarism at this point. Brian is deciding to do a knotted dress, which is basically what someone else is already doing at the moment, but he's gonna say it's couture every single time. Not only is he pivoting to something someone else already has, but then we see Brian start to wrap the model in tape. I think this is a first. Cut to, the twins are now arguing with Jeffrey, and Joseph's like, it looks like triplets, which it does kind of look like triplets arguing. So now get into the runway. We have a lot of looks to go through, so let's make this fast. The first look on the runway is Jeffrey. I see the direction where it was trying to go. Could have been cool, but kind of missed the mark. It looks like pasties, zip ties, and blue sour straws. Chop. Naheem's look comes out next, and it's really giving a really cool chainmail. I love the minimalistic approach, love the noise, love the dramatics, love the color. I'm gonna give this a 10. Anna's look, absolutely amazing. I love the pivot that she did with the cassette tapes. I love the styling, the little cassette bag, chef's kiss, really great job. Then we have Jude. This one's gonna have to be a chop for me. I don't really see it. It's not really given the nature of unconventional challenge. I can't really tell what it is. We're gonna have to chop this one. Brian. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. The things that he put together is trying its best to be a garment. The model looks really unsatisfied. She looks really uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to say that this is a hard chop. Joseph McCray comes next, and wow. This is really incredible. To see what he was weaving all come to life like this, I'm really here for it. My favorite part is the boot. The shoe is amazing. I need that boot, no shade. Next up, we have B. Now, when we talk about B, we gotta talk about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now let's move on to season 21. First look out, Antonio. I thought this was really cool. Again, another chainmail vibe. I love the aesthetic. Is it one of my favorites? Not really, but we could give it a 10. Next up, we have Yu-Chin. This look was really cool, but in my opinion, it's a little bit of a cheat. When it comes to Unconventional Challenge, the point is to use all the materials that are not fabric and make them look like a garment. Yu-Chin and a couple others from this team used another fabric underneath as the base to then put stuff on top of, which can be very debatable when it comes to Unconventional Challenge. I'll give it a 10 for the look, but as far as the challenge goes, it's gonna have to be a chop. Ethan, aka Utica, comes out next, and I'm gonna put this look in the same category as Yu-Chin because, again, really cool, very aesthetically pleasing for something, but the base layer is a fabric, so it just doesn't meet the full standards. So coolness, 10. Unconventionalness, chop. Next look is Miss Joan. Now I love Miss Joan, but unfortunately I did not love this look. I can see the references of where the look comes from, but it just wasn't really given. The back also had none of the front detailing on it, so it just made the look very unbalanced. So for that, I'm gonna have to give it a chop. The next look we have from this team is Belania. I have to say I did not like this look. I don't think that it was fashion forward. I don't think that it was pushing the envelope, and again, there was a lot of fabrics used instead of like unconventional materials, and that is a challenge, so I'm gonna have to give it a chop. The final look from this team is Jesus, and honestly I think this is my favorite look from this team. The braiding, the fringe, the detail, the length, the structure of this dress, I thought he did a really amazing job. And honestly, the fact that there were so many colors within the dress because of all the wires, it somehow made the dress look unified in like one color. Does anybody else feel like that? So now that we're through with all the looks from this challenge, I think I forgot to mention, if House of Season 22 is the loser of this challenge, someone is gonna be sent home. Now if House of Season 22 is the winner of this challenge, somebody's gonna win $20,000. Where is Project Runway getting all this money from? The judges begin to go through the looks, tell us what they like, what they don't like, and at this point in time, it's really nice to hear Law give Joseph McCray his flowers. He's like, finally, this is your redemption episode, which I agree. Do I think it's the winning look for me? Not so much. I personally feel that B's look is the winner for me. It's wearable, really chic. There's a lot of aesthetic there, and I can really see this like out in the real world. Even if someone wanted to wear it as an unconventional look, I can so see it working. It's gonna hold up. Now, Joseph's look on the other hand, I love the boot. The jacket I also love, but like, you can't get as much wearability out of it. Now, it's a fab piece though to have in your closet for a rainy day, okay? Okay. Now, once again, the editors have left us with what? A cliffhanger. So you have to come back next week and find out who the winner and the loser was for this challenge. I really appreciate your views, I really appreciate the likes, and obviously I love when you leave me a comment. If you have an inkling of what you think the next week's challenge is gonna be, or who you think the loser and the winner is from this challenge, drop it in the comments, okay? Thanks for watching, and until the next time, this is HOB TV. Ta-ta!